Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I will be creating Espoo minibus line 168 running from the Espoo center all the way to Kauklahti. We will start by creating the terminus of the line, which is a stop called Kaivomestari. And it's over here. That is it. Then we will create a nice little loop to the end of this road, and then we'll connect it with the rest of the road network. So this is how it starts. But this is only the start. So let's build the roads here, and then let's create the line. After this line, there is one more minibus line, and then we will move on to other things. And frankly, I'm quite happy for that. What it does here is that it actually stops at a stop called Espoon asema in here, but it also stops at another stop called Espoon asema in here. So I won't be making both of the stops. The following stop is therefore called Espoon tori, and that is going to be, wait a second, Espoon tori, and that's going to be Espotoriet in Swedish. So over here it is. And then I will create a loop to this end of the road. There we go. And then let's continue in a double track mode. Oops, from here onwards. We'll actually need a double crossing in here. There we go. And there we go. Don't do that. There we go. And then we shall not yet build that because the road is a bit different in here. It runs from this roundabout and then it goes below the tracks. So let's make it a tunnel. And it also goes below that road over there. So that's it, and then it turns back to the main road in here. So let's set signals to this stretch of track, then let's build it, and then let's see how far we can go with the new line without having to build any new tracks. Oops, roads, I'm sorry. Once again, I always forget that it's roads. And there we go. And then we build all the blueprints, and then we go with the line, stopping here at Espoo tori, and then at Espoo station. Then we will stop at a stop called Terveyskuja, which is in here, and it's called Hälsogränden. We'll create another nice little loop at the end of this alley. There we go. Okay. So that's another way to do it then. Better now. Yes. Then we'll signal the loop. And then we will just once again connect it with the rest of the road network. And there we go. And don't cross them, please. Thank you. There we go. Then let's build this stretch of road. Go back to the line editor and have a stop here at Terveyskuja and then at Samaria. That's it. All good so far. After Samaria, the following stop is then called Pitäjän Portti, and it's gonna be located in here. Let's see. We're gonna need a bridge there then. And after this, we will then stop at. Oh, wait, did I put it in the wrong place? No, I didn't. The following stop is called. Riksikallio. Mikkelsberget. Oh, no. It's not. Okay, let me see just one thing. There is a stop called Mikkelän Kallio, Mikkelsberget, which is located on both sides of the crossing. And we will create it this time to this side of the intersection. And then we will stop at Riksikallio. Riksdalersberget. There we go. After Riksikallio, we will then stop at Lanttikatu. And that's Slantgatan. And after Lanttikatu, the following stop is called Kulkurimäki, Lufferbacken, then we will stop at Mustanotko, Mörkdalen, and then finally we shall have a stop at Veijarin kallio, Skoijerberget. So, this is the Mikkela loop we've now created. There will be other buses running here too, so it won't be just the minibus line, but then we shall have to kind of cheat a bit again, because I cannot stop on these stops now on the way back in order to stop at them when I create this line back to the from Kauklahti to Espoo. So let's go back to the lines and see where we're at. We're gonna stop in here, we're gonna stop in there, we're gonna stop in there, in there, in there, in there, and in there. And then we are gonna stop at Mikkelantie, Mikkelsvägen, which is going to be located right in this crossing. Oops. So there we go. And after that we're gonna stop at Mikkelän Törmä. Mikkelsbrinken. There we go. Then after Mikkelänturma, we're gonna stop at Mustarinne. Mörkbranten. And after Mustarinne, the following stop is called Hollimäki. Holbacken. Oops. There we go. After Hollimäki there will be a longer distance without a stop. And the following stop will be called Kyytimäki. Schutzbacken. There we go. Then after Kyytimäki we will stop at Erik Basse, an interesting name for a stop. Oops. And after Erik Basse we will then stop at Lillbus. And Lillbus is located in little bus is located in here. After a little bus, we will then stop at clipping. Okay, this is an interesting turn of events. We will come from here. Oops. Into the tunnel. We will follow that road for some time, but then we'll move on to here. There we go. So then let's build this stretch of road and go back to the lines and pull this line from here. There we go. After clipping, we will then stop at Hollannin mylly. Hansa Kallio. Riiantie. Puikkari. Hansa Valkaman aukio. But then what comes then? Oh, so there is an additional stop here called Valkaman Pelto Hamnåkern, where only this line stops. Isn't that great? Let's just do it like this. There we go. And then there we go. Then let's build that. Go back here and stop at Valkaman Pelto, and then we stop at Lindankuja, Lindagränden. Okay. I will do the same thing here. I will cheat a bit. I'm sorry for that. luckily this game allows me to take liberties and build tracks to places where they're not supposed to be. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. There we go. And then at this stop to the line, and then we stop at Viidarinkuja, and then we stop at Valhalla. But this thing does not end in here. Oh no, it doesn't, because this is the one-way line. And from Valhalla, it will then stop at Kuninkaankartano. It will then stop at Turkistie. What happens next? Oh, okay. So that's Turkistie. There. Then it will stop at Vuotakuja. No. One second. Oh yes, okay. So, these are actually one-way stops. But the first one is Turkispiha, Pelsgården. Somewhere over here, I think. There we go. Then let's add some signals to it. Oops. After Turkispiha, it will then stop at Näkinkylän portti, Snäckporten. And from Näkinkylän portti, we will then, let's see which way this loop is gonna go, because it's gonna make a loop. It's gonna stop at Vuotakuja, which is gonna be Hudgränden, which is over here. So it's gonna loop this way. And after Vuotakuja, it will then stop at Ylämaansola. Upplandspass, which is going to be over here. After that, we will have a stop at, well, let's see. Let's first connect these two points, although there is no need for signals. There is only this one small minibus line connecting this part of the city to the other one. So after Ylämaansola, it's gonna be Hämäläistentie. That is Tavastenasväi. After Hämäläistentie, we will then stop at Sisämaantie, Inlandsvägen. And after Sisämaantie, I will then be stopping at Näkiniitty, Snäckengen. And from Snäckengen I will head back. This loop is over. I will head back to the road where which I've already built. So here comes. The loop is done. Let's build the blueprints and then let's go back to lines. And then let's finish this thing. So we won't be stopping at these two stops because this is all a one-way loop. And then on our way back we will stop on them, so there. Then let's see where we'll be heading next. Yeah, so then we'll just go all the way back. The route as it used to be. Even with this strange trip to Klippinge. And then we will be turning this way around. We'll be doing the entire long loop to Veijarin Kallio. And stop at every single stop from there, and then we'll be going back to Espoon Keskus without forgetting the Terveyskuja stop. So, there we are. The line is ready, 71 stops and 26 kilometers it seems. Let's see how often it runs. From Monday to Friday, every around 2 hours in the middle of the day. So let's open the line. Let's go to the trains. More specifically, let's go to the Citroën Jumpers, which I have dubbed as Mercedes-Benzes because I'm creating an imaginary world. Haha. And then we'll be running line number 168 with this new Mercedes-Benz. Where is it? 168. There. And as you can see, it runs every 1 hour and 33 minutes, so we'll be good with one single bus. There. The roads have been built, the lines have been created, the buses have been bought and are up and running, and it's probably time to tell you that there will be a new video tomorrow. So until then, bye!